O yung Quadcom mga kababayan, nagpa-presscon ngayon kasi tinurnover na daw nila yung mga documents sa Office of the Solicitor General in relation doon sa mga iniimbestiga nila na mga kaso involving criminal activities. Pakinggan po natin mga kababayan yung presscon.
The Quadcom will turn over documents pertaining to the land acquisitions and
nagpapagang mga balita at pagtalakay sa mga isyu ng lipunan. Bulsa! Opinyon, banat at paglalantad sa katotohanan. Bulsa! What you see is what you get. You decide.
Properties believed to be owned, procured, acquired by Chinese nationals. In the course of the investigation of the Committee on Public Accounts and the Committee on Dangerous Drugs, we have discovered that there are several Chinese personalities who acquired thousands of hectares of land in the province of Pampanga. And this was the result, these documents are the findings of the Committee on Public Accounts and the Committee on Dangerous Drugs, where corporations majority owned by Chinese, ang na-discover natin that acquired these properties.
Tindi po.
And now we will, the part of the recommendation of the committee is to turn over this to the Office of the Solicitor General in order to conduct their own investigation for possible for future proceedings for these properties. Malaki ho ang na-discover dito sa laki ng lupang nabili ng mga Chinese nationals, no? Na alam naman po natin that the Constitution prohibits foreign nationals from acquiring 100% ownership ng ating mga lupa.
Grabe po.
At ng mga pagtatayuan ng mga korporasyon. So, today, as just to let the people know na ito ho ay trabaho ng Quadcom at gusto naming i-emphasize na ang Quadcom ay walang politika kundi trabaho lamang. And that's why we're privileged to have with us today our representatives from the Office of the Solicitor General, Attorney Hermes Ocampo, the Assistant Solicitor General, Attorney Gilbert Medrano, the Assistant Solicitor General, Attorney Neil Lorenzo, the Senior State Prosecutor. So, welcome and thank you for joining us here in this turnover of petition for civil forfeiture sa Office of the Solicitor General.
So, ipapakumpiska po. Thousands of hectares po. So, kayo po, kailangan makumpiska, maibalik, mga kababayan, mabawi natin. Yan na po, tinurn over na yung mga documents.
We will now open the floor for questions from our friends in the media. But before that, please allow me to acknowledge the presence of Congressman Rog Gutierrez, Congressman Paulo Ortega, my co-chair in the Quadcom, Congressman Dan Fernandez, and of course my co-chair, the chair of the Committee on Public Accounts, Congressman Caraps Paduano. So we will now entertain questions. You can ask questions. Yes, Tina?
Good morning po, sirs. Sir, can you mention prominent Chinese personalities na involved po dito sa mga documents na turn over po ninyo?
Okay, we will ask the chairman of the Committee on Public Accounts the names of the owners of these properties.
Good morning, everyone. Anyway, during the last year's hearing, lumabas
si Paduano
ni a certain in which the Bureau confirms that Eddie Taeyang is a Chinese citizen with being a passport holder of a Chinese. No, in the person of Judging Yang. And he was also involved in the sale of properties for Mexico, the LGU of Mexico, Pampanga, and also involved in the corporation.
Litang yan, click subscribe muna dito sa ating YouTube channel and hit the notification bell para lagi po kayong updated sa mga kaganapan dito sa ating bansa. Like and share na rin po ninyo ang ating video. At huwag na rin po ninyo na skip yung ating mga commercial ads para tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-unlad ng Bagong Pilipinas. Sa mga nagana po ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. We also offer Grab Car Rental with our brand new 2023 model ng Toyota Innova. We also accept booking for those who are planning to travel via PAL, Cebu Pacific, and other airline companies, local and international, and bills payment for Meralco Bills, Aleco Bills, PLDT, etc. Ang Colossal Fitness Gym is located at 3rd floor Security Bank Building, Lanco Business Park, Legazpi City, Albay. For inquiries, look for Gilon Maravillas, contact number 0966-802-0949. Yan po yung aming Innova. Lagi na pong matao sa amin. Yan po mga bagong clients namin. Napakaganda at colorful at napakalinis ng aming gym po. Pati mga foreigners po pumupunta sa amin, mga British tourist po sila dito sa Legazpi. Na-set up na rin po yung aming mga brand new gym equipment. May treadmill na rin po kami. Ito naman po yung bago naming product na binibenta online. Eye Glow Serum, whitening po siya. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect before and now. Yung mga inquiries po ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa kanyang Facebook account, Riz Maravillas. Ito naman po, Firmax Firming and Lifting Cream, pinapahid po sa mga pulses and affected area. Mainam po sa paninigas ng mga kaso-kasuan. Ito naman po, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application, anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, baka lang gusto ninyo itong itry. Nengsa Red Mix Fruit Drink. Hindi mo po siya gamot, food supplement siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya mga kababayan sa goji berry. Yung goji berry may anti-cancer properties. O ngayon, yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa aming messenger sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ayos pa? Ayos na ayosan niya, Mr. Maravillas.
The Empire 999, the Sunflare, and ayun, Mexico 999 and Empire 999 and Sunflare. Edita Yang involved in those corporations.
Yung mga Pogo owners po.
Well, in fact, it was cited in contempt. I think if my memory serves me right, that was November of last year pa. And until now, he is at large. And having transaction with the LGU of Mexico, Pampanga, particularly during the time of Mayor Tumang.
In addition also to the names mentioned by Congressman Paduano, a certain Willie Ong also have acquired hundreds, based on our records, we have 300 land titles registered under his name.
Na Macquiao na po.
Mr. Willie Ong has likewise been identified as a Chinese national. So, Fishing Corporation,
Pinakyaw na po yung kalupaan sa Pilipinas.
And,
kaya importante po talaga na no tayo. Never vote sa mga pro-Chinese, pro-China politicians po. Ipapahamak po yung ating bansa, yung ating national security.
Sir,
baka mawala na tayo po ng mga kalupaan dito. Kanila na lahat.
Na mga nabili ng Chinese nationals.
As of now, we cannot yet, of course, the actual yung worth ng properties, no? But thousands of hectares po ang involved dito.
Thousands?
And what is prominent is the corporations, no? That was owned Chinese
All
national.
over the country po siya.
Nationals.
Luzon,
Yung
Visayas,
Empire
and
999
Mindanao.
po, aside from Flair, at saka Empire 999 and Sunflare po.
In addition to that, para at least medyo klaro, kasi yung Empire 999, Realty Corporation, isang company lang yon. Consider mo yung pinag-uusapan ditong
Kaya
titles
pasalamat
are
po tayo
almost,
sa Quadcom.
300 titles. Isang corporation. So meaning, marami
Itong
pa
Quadcom
tayong
po,
hindi na-discover
pilit na
ng mga
sinasiraan po ng mga vloggers
that
na
are Chinese
nagnausog.
pretending to be Filipino. So yun ang malaking trabaho na dapat nating asikasuhan, especially ang ating pong Solicitor General, na makita itong mga corporation na to, na maraming mga pure Chinese na pretending to be Filipinos and owning and buying properties.
Sir, just a clarification, Chinese lang po ba? Walang mga Filipino officials na naging kasabwat nila para mabili yung mga property na yan? Diyan sa sinabit ninyong documents sa
I-viral po ninyo ito,
Hello.
mga kababayan,
As I've
na
said,
video natin.
particularly
Mga Marcos
with the transaction
loyalists.
between Eddie Tayang and the sale of property which is worth 79.5 million
Para
in
malaman
Mexico,
ng
Pampanga.
buong mundo.
The person of interest involved here is the former mayor, Mayor Tumang, Tede Tumang. Alam po naman natin na he was already dismissed twice by the Office of the Ombudsman. So, kung Filipino po, lahat na mga properties that was sold to Mexico, Pampanga, kay Mayor Tede Tumang po, at saka yung mga some of the employees, particularly Roy Gomez, no, is involved and until now also at large. And doon po sa sale ng property with regards to the warehouse that where the Shabu was discovered doon po sa Mexico. Ang involved din po dito yung kapatid ni Mayor Tumang at the same time si Mayor Tumang po.
May
on the
local
sale of that
official?
property with regards to that warehouse.
Nakipagsabuatan
So those
po.
are the Filipinos which is in collusion with these Chinese nationals.
I think let me emphasize also na ito sila ay nagpanggap ng mga Pilipino. Gumamit sila ng mga peke at mga spurious na mga dokumento na magpapatunay na sila ay mga Pilipino. Until after we have discovered na sila po ay mga Chinese nationals. Meron din po sila mga ginamit na mga dummies, no? Na mga Filipino, apparently Filipino-Chinese. No? Nandyan ho yan sa ating mga listahan. So makikita po natin na ito ay panlilin lang, no, sa atin, no, dahil talagang gumamit sila ng mga dokumentong pagpapanggap na sila ay mga Pilipino.
Sir, saka in addition to that, kailangan very critical tayo doon sa PSA, saka doon sa local civil register.
May mga
very
kasabwat
particular
po.
tayo doon. Dahil doon tayo, doon na lang, yun ang ginamit ng mga Chinese. Ang PSA, nag-relax sila doon sa requirements nila. Certificate.
Malamang brinibe po,
also doon sa mga
sinuhulan.
local civil
Mahilig
register.
sila sa
Kaya,
suhol eh.
yun nga, sana mga Solicitor General have to look deeper doon sa problem ng PSA sa local civil register.
Sir. Ay.
Of course, we would like to acknowledge also the presence of our overall Vice Chair, Congressman Romiaco. Good morning, Chairman. Yes, Mela.
Sir, tanong ko lang po, from the side of Office of the Solicitor General, ano pong masasabi nyo dito sa mga itinurn over na dokumento ng Quadcom at moving forward, ano po ba yung magiging proseso nyo rito?
Hindi pa po namin nakikita yung contents ng mga documents turned over to us now, pero may mga listahan po dito sa invitation ng mga honorable chairpersons ng Quadcom. Aaralin po namin to. Pero initially po, eto po kasi yung mga possible na actions that may be filed by the OSG with the coordination of the pertinent government agencies, for example, sa civil forfeiture of the assets acquired of this Chinese.
So tama po na i-forfeit, bawiin natin.
AMLAC. And eto rin for the reversion and or escheat proceedings to recover yung mga fraudulently acquired real estate by this Chinese. Pero eto po, aaralan namin mabuti kung ano yung real status of these lands now. Whether or not in the meantime, these lands have been transferred to qualified Filipino individuals or entities, in which case, jurisprudentially, the constitutional defect is deemed cured. So, ang kwan lang nito, if the real estate is still in the next Chinese, we will file then actions, escheat or reversion. Then, kung eto po, pag nasa pangalan na to ng mga Filipino individuals,
nag-fiesta yung mga Chinese sa atin po?
Yan, pero subject po sa possible administrative or criminal actions sa mga involved, including mga government officials, if there's any.
Sir?
You know.
Sir, may dalawang tanong lang po ako. No? Yung unang-una ay ilang mga Chinese po yung nasa listahan ho natin na binigay po natin dyan sa G. Pangalawa, pwede ho bang pakidescribe kung itong binabanggit ho na mga lupain o property?
Gamitin na lang po sa agriculture kung mga
o lungsod sa laki ng mga property na pinag-uusapan.
Rice field siguro yung iba.
Ang aming thousands of hectares itong nandito, we do not have the final figure, pero kung babasihan natin yung number ng titulo na na-acquire, no, na ilipat sa pangalan ng Chinese national o hindi kaya doon sa kanyang korporasyon na nirehistro, lumalabas ito, umaabot to sa mga 300 hanggang 400 na titulo.
Matindi.
So if you estimate that each title would have at least a hectare of land, so doon lang sa isang tao, sa isang korporasyon, meron na silang estimated 4 hanggang 500 hektaryang lupa.
Matindi.
Sa isang kumpanya
Asyenda po.
yun. So tama yung sinabi ni Ocampo,
Asyenda.
that they will
napakaraming kalupaan.
the
Magagamit natin ito sa food security. Kasi yung iba po na mga Chinese engage in agriculture, rice mill.
Fraud na bumili sila ng lupa. All these properties are fraudulently acquired. I don't know kung ano yung purpose. Yung iba, ang ginawa nila, nagtayo sila ng mga warehouses, nagtayo sila ng ibang negosyo, and possibly, no, kung nakalusot ito, baka nagkaroon na naman ng Pogo Hub dyan sa mga lugar na yan.
And siguro in addition, Mr. Chairman, kasi we have to be expedite yung lahat ng issues pertaining to the properties that were owned by the Chinese people pretending to be Filipinos. Si Secretary Lucas Bersamin issued a preservation asset na kung saan doon sa asset preservation doon sa Banban, na kung saan nakapreserve yung asset po nila para hindi na mabenta. Now, sana yun, nire-request natin sa Solicitor General to coordinate with the Executive Secretary in order to have to issue agad yung ating asset of preservation while they are doing yung mga documentary documents that need to be
buti na lang talaga ang nanalo bilang Pangulo ay ating pinakagmamahal na PBBM.
Secretary Lucas Bersamin, magawa din po ng ating Solicitor General.
Chairman?
Yes,
anyway, doon po sa number of Chinese personalities involved, ang most prominent, of course, is Eddie Tayang and Willie Ong. But in those corporations mentioned, particularly Sunflare, which is based in San Simon, Pampanga, and Empire 999, which is based in Mexico, Pampanga, if not all, most of those incorporators are Chinese. Now, in the case of properties, sabi nga ni OSG kanina, na-cured, there are one case, isang case po, property of Eddie Tayang, in which it was claimed to be his residence in Mexico, Pampanga. and it was bought by a certain Rodingo. But when he was invited during the hearing, in good faith, he bought that property, and he's very much willing to cooperate po doon sa process, legal process with regards to those properties. No? Isang property lang naman po yun. And we hope that some of those properties are still nakabitin po. No? That's why we have to move fast so that all those properties will be reverted back to the government. Thank you po.
Okay, we'd like to acknowledge also the presence of our Deputy Speaker, J.J. Suarez. Good morning, DSJJ.
Yung mga magigiting nating congressmen, dapat ito yung maging senador po someday.
Yung mode ng pagbili ng mga properties na yan, paano ang natuklasan ba ng Quadcom through money laundering, cash ba yan na binayaran, yung pera ba ay galing sa proceeds ng drugs, paano? At saka Pogo pala.
Patuloy pa rin yung ating investigation dyan. No? As far as paano sila nakapag-acquire, of course, they possess fraudulent documents pertaining, saying that they are all Filipinos. Kaya regular, no? Merong presumption of regularity doon sa kanilang pag-acquire nito mga property.
Doon sa Davao, remember po, yung na-discovering mga fraudulent, mga fake birth certificates na mga Chinese, napakarami po.
Ay isang para makapag-launder o makapaghugas sila o makapaglaba, no, in layman's language ng kanilang pera. No? That hopefully we will be able also to discover kung ano yung source ng pondong ito.
Kung tanong ko lang, sakaling magsusulong tayo ng panukalang batas, ano po ba ang nais nating isulong ng Quadcom, especially dito sa pag-acquire ng napakaraming mga land titles ng mga foreigners? And then, ano po ba yung pananagutan ng PSA, lapses, dahil nga nabibigyan kaagad ng mga birth certificate po itong mga banyaga? Thank you.
Well, dun sa pag-acquire nila ng property bilang foreigner, nasa constitution po yan. So, hindi na po siguro kailangan gumawa ng batas because there was a clear violation of the provision of the constitution. Pero doon sa PSA, yan po ang aming pinag-aaralan sa ngayon. No? Kailangan maging mahigpit yung requirements para bago sila mag-issue ng certificate of live birth. Lalong-lalo na doon sa mga nag-a-apply under the policy of late registration. Kasi karamihan dito sa mga Chinese na ito ay late registration. So, doon pa lang dapat magtaka nga tayo 18, Alice Go, for example, 19 years old na siya nung nag-apply siya for Filipino citizenship. Sabi niya, late registration dahil daw lumaki siya sa farm, hindi naasikaso ng kanyang mga magulang, no? Yung pagka-re-rehistro sa kanya. Kaya nga, isa yan sa tinitingnan nitong Quadcom. Kasama dyan, yung ating local civil registrar. Kasi ang endorsement nang gagaling sa kanila bago yan umakyat doon sa PSA. So, natin,
kaya malabo po yung akusasyon, propaganda ng mga vloggers nila na itong Quadcom, ang tawag nila Huwadcom daw po. Yan ang kanila. Sinisiraan po ito na ginagamit sa politika. Malabo pong politika ito.
Yung problem, yung defense ng PSA, first, binabalik nila doon sa RCR. Because they're just receiving the documents coming from the local civil registry.
Nabuking kasi po yung agenda ng China, yung infiltration na ginawa nila dito sa ating bansa para maging friendly tayo sa kanila. Madali na lang po yung invasion nila sa atin.
We have to laws that will make sure na hindi na po lulusot itong mga kasong ganito. Not only Alice Go, in the case of Eddie Tayang, kalaya mo 1983 siya pinanganak, yung registration na dito sa Filipino citizen after 23 years o 21 years, 2004. So, doon po sila nakakalusot. Kaya kailangan we have to legislate laws na siguro po natin na hindi ito lumusot in the future. Yung mga ganito pong kalakaran.
Saka in addition to that, kasi yung PSA, meron silang service provider para doon sa kanilang automation, doon sa ating pong tinatawag po nating registration, no? At ang service provider nila for so many years, no? I think 10 taon na yung service provider na yon. And they spend like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, during the investigation namin, wala pa sa Quadcom to. If I am right, kung hindi sa dangerous drugs, sa public accounts, na-mention dun yung contract. Ang contract na inabot ng PSA, no, doon sa service provider nila, almost, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 5 billion. So, kung meron tayong ganong klase ng kontrata, no, doon sa PSA, being owned by a private corporation, not owned by the government, at stake yung ating tinatawag na mga profile ng bawat Pilipino na dumadaan sa kanila. And I think the Solicitor General have to check on this as well. Yung contract ng PSA doon sa Unisys. Unisys ang kontrata nila eh. At sa Unisys, according to this federal investigation that was conducted in the United States, meron silang case against this Unisys Corporation. We tackled this in the committee, and I think it is imperative on the part of the Solicitor General to look into this.
Question. Yung pagpasa ng document sa OSG, does this mean that the Quadcom has finished tackling yung issue ng illegal drugs saka yung mga warehouses na allegedly owned by Chinese nationals?
No, hindi pa. Ito lang yung aming nakita na I think sufficient and substantial na yung aming investigation na nagawa dito sa particular na Chinese national na ito at saka yung kanilang corporation, no? Yung Empire 999, Mr. Willie O, Mr. A.D. Taiyang. So we feel that immediately we have to initiate the forfeiture proceedings nang sa ganun, hindi na po tayo maisahan. Baka maibenta ho yan eh. Kagaya ng isang property ay naibenta, yung 6 hectares yata nabenta dun sa Mr. Rudingo. No? Buyer in good faith siya, akala naman niya, Pilipino yung kausap niya until we discovered that hindi pala ito totoong Pilipino.
So sir, this is not part of the partial committee report po, or this is part of the partial committee report?